Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here this afternoon as we celebrate this very generous gift from our alumnus, Dwyane Wade. We are going to hear from 3 speakers this afternoon. First from President Lovell, president of Marquette University. Next from the man of the hour, Dwyane Wade. And then from Dr. Kathleen Clark with the Wade Johnson Literacy Program here at Marquette University. We also have some students on stage with us from Notre Dame School of Milwaukee, and they are one of our partner schools for the literacy program. We will have time for a few questions at the end, so just let me know if you have a question and we'll take that. With that, President Lovell, go ahead.
Yeah, well, first I want to thank you all for joining us here today. It's a really exciting day for Marquette University. And I think it's kind of fitting that we're sharing exciting news on Dr. Martin Luther King Day, who has often said that education was the key to unlocking everyone's potential. And I think what Dwyane's gift is going to do today is really going to unlock the potential for a number of students in Milwaukee to help them not only reach their potential, but to thrive and make a big difference in the world. You know, Dwyane's gift is incredibly generous, for us. And when we think about what Marquette's tagline is, to be the difference, Dwyane really personifies that. And he's an inspiration, not only across the world, but right here in Milwaukee and at Marquette University. And we are all just so proud of him and what he stands for and his investment into our university. There's really 3 components of his gift, and, all will be very, very impactful. The first is the Wade Scholars Program. And, what that'll do is that'll embody allowing students from Milwaukee to be able to get a Marquette education just like Dwyane did and be able to change the trajectory of their lives. The second is the Wade Johnson Summer Reading Program has been incredibly successful in reducing summer melt among students. His gift will continue that program on in perpetuity, and we're so excited that the students up on the stage and those that will come after them will be able to take part in the program and really allow them to succeed in their academic endeavors. And finally, when you think about Dwyane's gift of naming the court in the new Athletic Human Performance Research Center and what's going to be happening there, we couldn't be more excited for his investment, into our university. And just from a personal standpoint, for those of you who don't know Dwyane personally, he is such a gentleman. He's so humble, and he really is someone, when I think about what Marquette University stands for, he really personifies it. So, Dwyane, thank you for everything, and I thank you for this gift.
Thank you, Prez. I appreciate it. Too much is given, much is required. That's the motto that I've lived by for a very long time. And coming to Marquette University, I was given a lot. And that lot for a kid from Robbins, Illinois, from Chicago, Illinois, is opportunity. And because of that opportunity, I've been able to translate that into a lot of successes. And if you've ever had a conversation with a parent that kid has been impacted by something you've done, it's no greater feeling. And so my sister and I, my family and I, have always been about understanding that even in the moments in life where we haven't had a lot, we've still been blessed enough to have something. And my grandma always pumped, that into our minds that, it's other people out there who have even less than we have. And so giving back has always been in our DNA. As a family, we all do it in our different ways and our different foundations because we know where we come from. And so, as Prez said, to be able to be here, coming into Marquette in the year 2000, now it's 2024, never even envisioned that I'll be on the donor side of things. But it's pretty cool. My financial manager was not in here, Ginger. She's from Marquette as well. And so both of us, going down this process with Marquette, trying to make sure that, that this gift that we're giving was impactful, not only to the basketball community, which, is very important to us. The reason that we're all here is because of this game of basketball. To have my name down on that practice court, it means everything to me. But also, to further that with the Wade Scholars, really giving opportunity for, a diverse community to be able to be here, to be able to have the same education experience that not only I have and so many others. And then last but not least, our literacy program, which is something that is super important for us. We couldn't be more thankful for everyone who puts their blood, their sweat, and their tears to make sure that, these kids and other kids that's not here get to further their education, get to further their belief in themselves, which is so important for our next generation. And so I'm just the one that's been centered, in this space. But it's about everyone around in this Marquette community, and so super thankful for this moment. Super thankful to be a part of a university that cares in a way that Marquette does. And so I give a lot of credit to the building of relationships from Prez and also to Coach Shaka, Smart. We've all built something pretty special with our communication, and that's why we all sitting here. So just super thankful.
Thank you, Dwyane. We are very grateful for your continued passion for literacy and your support for the Tregill Wade Johnson Summer Reading Program. The summer program has been incredibly successful in supporting the reading journeys of Milwaukee children for almost 10 years now. And I think it's important to highlight how this gift makes a difference in so many lives. Children can struggle with reading for a variety of reasons. Some need dedicated support to help them in the specific ways they need to make reading gains. Some children lack access to the kinds of books that are going to help them grow as readers. Some don't have people who have the availability in daily life to provide the support that they need at home. Our program covers a variety of needs. We are able to give children individual attention, access to the kinds of books they need that will help them grow as readers, and really importantly, small group targeted reading instruction that just gets them what they need to move the needle for them. Kids also have the opportunity to interact with children from different schools in the city, and that gives them the opportunity to develop their social skills, their communication skills, to be presented with a variety of new experiences, and most importantly, we think, and we have talked about many times, being on a university campus, so building that envisionment of something that's possible for themselves down the road. As President Lovell mentioned, our students do really well in the summer program. All of the children avoid that summer learning slide, and more than half of them make gains in their reading levels every summer. So we are just so thrilled about that, and we are thrilled and honored to have the ongoing support of you, Dwyane, and your family. So thank you so much. We're so grateful.
Thank you, Dr. Clark.
Thank you all. Any questions? Monica has a microphone if you do have a question, so wait for her and she'll give that to you. Ben's going to start us off.
Hey, Dwyane, since you retired from the NBA, you've been hanging around Marquette more, commencement speaker, you were hanging out.
Yeah, hanging around.
Why was it important for you to reestablish that bond?
Yeah, I had to go, as I said before, I had to go focus on something called an NBA career for a little while. But even in the midst of that, always trying to make sure I had a connection to Marquette. But this is what it's about. I've accomplished so much in the game of basketball, even in life at this point at 41, and the journey is purpose. Like, what is your purpose in life? And so, coming back here, it feels like, okay, this is a part of my purpose. And I go back to, my journey here and how I got here. And I just want to make sure that in this university that I know changed my life, that so many others get the same opportunity. And that's for me. And I know it's a word that I've said a lot today, but that's a word that means everything to a kid that grew up like me, and so many kids in the world. Just somebody believe in you, and Marquette gave me that. And so from that jump start, I've been able to go off and do some incredible things. And so it's important for me, not because I want my name everywhere, which is not a bad thing. But I want to make sure that, I've always talked about when the door opens, not squeezing through that door and letting it close behind me, holding it open. And this is an opportunity to hold that door open for our next generation.
Back when you were practicing in the old gym, does it seem unfathomable that your name's going to be on this sparkling new facility whenever it's built?
Yeah, I wish I knew that then. I wish I knew that then. No, never. I mean, of course not. But, I think when we sat down and talked about, what we wanted this gift to represent, and of course that was important for all of us, especially me. I love the games. The games is when the fans get an opportunity to come and enjoy, all the hard work that's put in behind the scenes. But practice is where, that's where my money was made. That's where my legacy was built. And so, you know, for each kid that will come through this university, to be able to see that name on that court, hopefully that's the message, that they understand this is where legacy is built. This is where you take advantage of the opportunities given to you. You know, this is just a treat that you get to showcase to the world. And so that's very important, and I can't wait till they get done.
Literacy is such an important part to any education. Can you elaborate on any specific goals or objectives of the literacy program and how you plan to measure that success over time?
Yeah, well, Dr. Clark is going to measure that success for us. So I'm a little busy, first of all, but, you know, and speaking of that, I mean, I know you guys know I spend more time here even in the summer. You know, that's something that even Travis and I, you know, we're trying to figure out how to put the right programming together to make sure that we bring the right spotlight, so we can raise more awareness and more funds for this program as well. It's great that I can fund it, but it'd be even better if the Milwaukee greater community and everyone out there who have that same passion to want to make sure that change is made, to make sure that our youth does not get stopped at a door because of maybe reading or comprehension and all that. And so that's why we've created our golf program that Dina and I did last year, our gala as well, and we will bring that back this year on Father's Day. Just put that down, everybody. Nobody gives great Father's Day gifts. Send them to our golf tournament. That'd be an amazing gift. But just to continue to raise funds, continue to raise awareness. But I would also tell everybody, please come and take a look. Come and visit. Come and sit with the kids. Come and read with them. Come and see what they're learning. Come and see how their advancement is happening. Then you will get a chance to see the chart because you will be able to experience their advancement in real time. We can give you numbers. But I think experiencing it, being there, seeing these kids, seeing the smile, seeing their parents, understand that they're getting something in the summertime that is going to help grow them and educate them. And also, too, from there, we talked about giving these kids an opportunity to attend this university one day. The scholarship program is set up for them to, continue this path, continue this journey, so one day they can hopefully be a Wade Scholar. And that's something that's important for us.
Congratulations. I'm just wondering what the last 24 hours has been like for you. You find out this practice court, you make the donation right after finding out there's going to be a statue outside the Miami Heat's arena in your name. Yeah,
it's a great way to start your 42nd birthday week. 42 really ain't a cool birthday. Like, you don't really celebrate in between 40 and 45, right? But I have no idea. I can't put it into words what this last few hours has been. I mean, this is very important for me, and this has been on the calendar even before the statue announcement and everything, the banner raise for the Hall of Fame. This was something that we put on the calendar a while ago, January 15th, that I would be here at this game, and everything that's transpired. But this means so much to me. My basketball career and everything, my body of work and everything I accomplished, to be able to ball that up and present that as a statue at the end of it. I mean, how many people get to leave the game and become a statue? And so very thankful for that. And how many people get to be in this position where they get to, come back to the university where it all started, to be able to make obviously a meaningful donation. But it's not even just about the donation. It's the involvement, not only from me, but from this university. And so I just, as I always say, I'm very grateful. And I feel like, one of the luckiest people in the world because of all the opportunities and all the places that I get to sit. And so on to the next one. This is the next thing for me. And so today is a very important day.
2 more questions.
You could have been satisfied just by almost being a concept. Like you're a legend, you're all these things that maybe comes back. Concept.
Like that's a good one.
I looked it up. Or just come back and golf every once in a while, but to like have faces to look at and people that you've helped. How important is that you're actually involved as opposed to, oh, Dwyane Wade's a legend and he's famous and that's it.
Yeah, I'm only 41. That's boring. I'm too antsy. Like, I'm a Capricorn. I'm too antsy. Like, I'm probably too busy. I probably could take a little time away from some things. But, life don't, I don't know. I don't have an expiration date. I don't get to see. And so I want to be impactful. My life has always been bigger than basketball, and basketball is that platform, is that tool to allow that to be that way. But the big guy and I, we got plans. And so this is a part of the plan. This is a part of the journey. And, you know, you just want to find things, like I said, to help give you purpose. And so even this literacy program was something that, you know, we went back and, you know, remembered my reading journey. My sister remembers it well because she helped me read. It was awful journey, terrible. And then at some point, I figured it out. And so that's what it's about, you know. It's not about, you know, the things that I have done. Those are great. My grandkids will enjoy that. You know, my kids, it'd be a little iffy with them because they live in it. But my grandkids would enjoy that. For me, you know, I just want to continue to stack up days, continue to stack up wins, and you know, see what it all comes out to at the end of the day.
I'm sure these kids weren't alive when you were doing everything, but does it bother you that some of the players that are out there right now, they weren't alive when you were headed to the Final Four? You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it because, you know, it's even the guys at Marquette. I mean, I've been getting a chance. We spent some great time in Hawaii together. Shaka has opened up the locker room for me anytime I come around to be a part. He puts me in there and right in the middle of the guys, and I got to give speeches. I got to do all this. I'm not prepared. And so I don't want them to know me just from the Final Four. You know, I want the players, not only just at Marquette, but players in college basketball, I want them to see all the things you can accomplish and all the things you can do. And so, you know, tonight I know they're out there battling the way that they should be. But I want them to understand that this is what the after can look like. You know, this is your opportunity and potential you can have. And it's not, you're not just coming to a university so you can get to the NBA. Like, you know, this is the after for everyone. And so to be a part in a big way, and that's important. And so leading by example is something that I've always tried to do, the good and the bad as well. And so that's what today is about as well.
Last question, then we got to get people back out to the game.
All right, just for some inspiration for the kids, obviously you've said about, you know, your message on and off the court. How did your experience in Milwaukee and Marquette specifically shape you into the professional athlete you went on to become and still are?
I mean, just, you know, my experience coming here it was different than Robbins, Illinois. I would say that. It looked different, it felt different. And I was treated different, but I was treated different in a way that I needed. You know, as a parent, you know, I have kids with different personalities, right? And they all need to be treated a certain way. And if you find the right way to, you know, to get in front of them and treat them and get behind them and support them, you know, your kids can do incredible things. And so coming here, that's what happened with me. You know, I've always had the support of my family, but coming here was just a different belief that I felt from everyone. And so it allowed me to go off and do, you know, incredible things. And so just to be back here, every time I come back, I'm enjoying it, even though it's below 19,000 degrees outside. It's freezing out there. And we all smiling, we all inside here because we all feel warm, you know, every time we get a chance to be in each other's presence. And so let's keep this going. It's been 24 years since I came here, 21 or so since I left. And so hopefully we sitting up here when it's 40 years and we both old and we both gray. And, you know, we're talking about, you know, the next generation again and again. And so this goes way beyond President Lovo and I and this whole university. So it's bigger than us.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, we will do it.
And then we're going to go back out to the game, okay? Go right behind them.
Sitting here.
Do one picture.
Yeah, come on in. Come here, come in.
Need to be in front.
Can you get in front because he's a little shorter? And then you can send him. Make sure.
Say, go Marquette!
I think they need some sugar.
All right,
Thank you.
Y'all need some sugar. I need some sugar. You need some sugar, some sweets? I need some.
Emily has popcorn.
Hey, Dwayne.
I got sugar.
Emily has popcorn for you.
Wifey, the wifey?
Yeah, she's here. Yeah.
Thank you. Dr. Clark, you're awesome.
I can. Dr. Clark, thank you so much. Thank you. You are as well.
basketball players maybe in fall this summer.
Yes. Yeah.
We're still working that out.
Okay.
It's going to be fun.
We'll figure it out. We're definitely gonna figure it out. Pen a little thin. A real Sharpie? It's a little thin on.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.